Welcome back, everybody, to the CCG. We're here with the 70-star Pro League. We've got a bit of a change in the lineup today. We've still got Kally, but joining us against Kally today will be kryptic80. I'm the Mr. War, and joining me in the booth is Seren. How are we doing? Fantastic. Love to hear it. But yes, we are here on the Pro League, !70 League, to be able to find out more information about how the brackets work and the prize fund and how you can also contribute to help support your favourite runners. Speaking of runners, let's speak to them now. We'll start with Kally. How are you doing, Kally?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you excited for the matchup? I know obviously it's not the match you were expecting today, but...
I'm just here to game, so we're gaming. We're good.
Alright, and Kryptic, how you feeling?
I'm ready to game, dude. Let's get it on. Feeling great.
The only one that didn't respond with yes. Alright, Kryptic roped in here. Straight into it. Love to see it. And if you're both ready to go, we'll just get the show underway. Get yourselves ready up in race time. Make sure you're on the right cartridge. Whilst Kally listens to a song called Kids.
This is a banger.
Alright.
I'm waiting for Kally to make his playlist public. Alright, so what they're doing is they're getting ready in race time now. Give them a 15-second counter. Once that counter hits 0, they're going to reset and go. So they've got about 12 seconds on the counter.
Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. GL, man.
It's me,
Good luck to both of you.
Yeah. I just found out that this entire time I've just been muted. I unmuted the background's video file, so that's good. Instead of myself, that's excellent. But luckily I didn't actually say anything of importance, so it all
I
works
was just
out.
thinking you were very quiet. Well, here we are, guys, once again, watching 2 times of the most watched video game opening cutscene in speedrunning.
I like the modified version.
Thank you.
Making sure it's accurate-ish.
We did the research the last time I was in the booth as well.
I know, it was like half the commentary session was just that.
And if you're in the chat wondering what the research entailed, it entailed us looking at the most popular games on speedrun.com, working out which one of them had an opening cutscene, and then seeing what sort of like length of the opening cutscene. Which works out that Mario would still be the most popular.
Well, tragically, Kally's already made a little bit of an oopsie here, talking to Bridge Guard, so kind of a big deal. I was telling Kally in the pregame that I have to bring up the mandatory Kally could get a 47 on any run trope, so we'll see if that happens today, although not a great start, but certainly still possible.
I mean, well, it's already, what, cost 8 seconds?
Yeah, I think it's more like 7 typically, but something like that.
Oh yeah, it's 8 seconds when you're trash at the game like me. That makes sense.
Yeah, that is one thing to keep in mind with every single, like, oh, this trick saves this much time or this much time. Like, that's considering, like, quote-unquote optimal movement of whatever is optimal at the time, whoever, you know, figured it out at the time. So, your mileage will vary depending on the strategy and how difficult it is and what different things you're doing personally, but Kryptic here first in the slide. See 2 sub-13s. Easy clap.
Yeah, nice to see 2 Womp 9s as well.
Okay, 12-8. That's like right on the line there. That's like 12.8's like the time you get on the slide and you're like, yeah, I can't be mad. 12.7's so like, okay, I put in more effort than average. If you get a 12.6 on the slide, you're feeling great, unless you're Lasos, and then, I don't know, he's got to be going through some intense training or something. I don't really know what he does for his slide.
Let's say I'm happy if I, get a sub 13.5, so...
Yeah. Different expectations for different levels of gamers. When you get a 48 in this game, you gotta be pushing the limits.
Interesting as well, Cryptic's playing on the Japanese cartridge.
Yeah, I don't think he's going for double plus, so not the end of the world, but if you're going for double plus on Japanese and 70 star, it's so much unnecessary risk, especially in like a format like this where you cannot reset and you're not going to be saving. Because if you get sound glitch, you literally just lose the race, like no matter what. Like your opponent could die 17 times and, fire C or something, and it wouldn't matter because you would have to start all the way over. Ooh, a little firsty there now, list for Kryptic. Cutting the lead down a little bit as Kally nails... Ooh! Oh, looked really good. Shocking even for Kally that he missed that one. Ooh, I don't know about that one, but it did work. Didn't feel quite so comfortable, but... Lucky for Kryptic there, being able to hold on to his lead a little bit. But Kryptic playing pretty good so far in the Pro League. Not sure what exactly the standings are, and it honestly doesn't really matter that much yet because we're not doing like rounds or anything because scheduling with speedrunners is nearly impossible. So to avoid doing just a bunch of pre-recorded races where nobody's actually getting together to play the game, we're just kind of scheduling stuff randomly. But Kryptic already beat out Scythemer, who has a 47 in the game, so putting a lot of good times up on the board and, showing up here to fill in for a race right before he's about to do another race. So Kryptic is basically in Mario Gamer mode right now.
Yeah, and I don't know what you mean. I've never had it. I don't think we've ever had any issues scheduling speedrunners.
Yeah, we haven't done pre-records for like a year at least now, maybe 2 years. Nah, it's probably been like a year. I don't know how to gauge time, but it's so much better when everybody's just actually getting together to play the game. It's not just like, oh yeah, I don't feel like playing this week, so I'll just do an offline run and send you a video file. Like, I don't know. That's so lame. I don't like it.
Kally, once again, talking in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, the terrible on-screen chat that I will hopefully be getting rid of within the next month is constantly thinking that semicolons are actually dashes or periods. I'm not sure why, so emojis do not work on the on-screen chat. That's pretty cool. Kryptic with the wrong de-interlacing, damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
Boy, wow.
I'm not gonna lie, there's some runners that just really need to care. Like, you don't gotta be like Kally and streaming 1440p with an RGB modded fucking, like, OSSC bullshit. But like, some people's like, okay, you play this game every day for like 8 hours a day, like, you gotta put a little bit more effort. There's a couple people that are just like, it's like, come on. Like, I'm gonna still watch your stream, but I'm gonna complain about it.
Are we using a standard CCG layout live split? Or the other runners use a standard?
Some of them are. So there's a standard live split layout, but it's mostly just for the LTA formats events so that we can grab people's on-screen timers.
I was thinking to myself, I've never known two runners to have the exact same font, size.
No, that's definitely by design. Hopefully we won't have to do that in the future, but still working out exactly all we can do with the run.gg, which is an epic platform if you don't already know about it, but not fully implemented in the races yet. Hopefully soon we'll be able to have live stat tracking for every single race, which will be super cool. But back to the slide here, both runners getting out of wamps with a pretty solid time.
Another 12-8. And another 12-7.
Yeah, so identical slide times for both players. Kryptic leaving Womps with just 4 seconds faster than Kally. So Kally just having a little bit cleaner movement everywhere, but a couple more big mistakes. So missing Lactu skip once and missing Owlus, where Kryptic just had the major meltdown on Owlus. And by major meltdown to a 48 runner is missing Owlus 1 time. But you know, those things are really big and do add up quite quickly when you're in a race against somebody like Kally.
I think Kally's lost us a little bit more time now because of the button.
Yeah, the button can be really tricky. I mean, the worst thing you can do is just try to cut it super, like, fast, and you try to go for the, like, ledge rollout, and then, like, bonk and die, so at least we didn't see that.
Yeah, Kryptic's got about a 9-second lead.
And we'll see if that'll change here in Dark World, as Kally has been known to go for Tsukushima cycle here in Dark World, where Kryptic will just be going for Shig, and unfortunately missing the triple jump, so that's actually a massive opportunity. If Kally can convert on a Tsukushima here, it could honestly save a lot of time, but unfortunately gonna miss that. I don't know the backups extremely well to Tsukushima because I'm not very, you know, talented at this game, but I do believe that he made... I don't want to say any words. I don't want to say it. Somebody's just gonna roast me. Kally just made a cycle, so that's cool. Good job, Kally.
We've got Frostbite in the chat. Funnily enough, Frostbite also says that he hopes one of his competitors doesn't come along because there's no way that he's going to beat him.
Wait, what?
He said it in Kally's stream chat.
Oh my gosh, we are like synced up here. Bowser costs and Kryptic dearly, as well as the mistakes in Dark World, and Kally actually taking a very slight lead here. A little bit less of a lead than Kryptic had entering Dark World, but is still a lead.
On their splits, it's a second difference.
That's a big deal.
That's impressive.
I think the scariest thing with like run.gg integrations and stuff is like, yeah, you can compare people's split times and stuff, and it's really cool. And then there's always that one person that just for some reason like splits on star grab instead of like fade out, and it just ruins everything. It's like, oh man.
I have seen runners split on star grab, and I've just turned it off.
What? Okay, that's a bit extreme.
I look at it and I just go, I just can't follow this. I can't believe in it.
I remember for a while it was extremely looked down upon to have your splits on the right side of the screen. If you had your splits on the right side of the screen, people would get so mad. People would like go on Twitter and just like start writing an entire essay about how you've like taken down society with your right side splits. And like I don't think they were even like trolling. I think they were like legit upset, which is pretty funny.
I mean, it's not just the splits. I remember when I started streaming, the reason my old layouts were the way that that is some sinkage. But yeah, the reason my layouts were the way they were was because I was told everyone that streams seems to have their camera here. Or like at this side. See, we're putting yours on the other side instead.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Doing anything that the rest of the population doesn't do is frowned upon for sure. Yeah, extremely close race so far. Kryptic dropping a little bit there on that wall kicks for Rourke, but did make up some time in the Penguin Star, so See how things go here is Kally missing the entrance a little bit. And races...
Seeing 218s.
Yep. And races like this are a really good example of, like, you know, I remember in your last, I don't know if it's your last commentary, but the one that you were talking about earlier, where you guys were talking about the intro cutscene for like 20% of the match. I remember Shiesty saying something about like, oh man, it's so hard to commentate these races because nothing ever goes wrong or whatever. And it's like, these runners are not infallible. Like, it can be more difficult, of course, than casting a match where two players barely have sub-hour and they die in Dark World 4 times, and you can like pog about how, oh my gosh, this person just made up so much time because this person died 4 times. That doesn't always happen, but these little things do matter a lot, and pointing out those small things is really important to do. It might not seem like that much, but, you know, missing a speed kick here, missing the hole, taking a bonk, they're all pretty sizable time losses, and that's how these players have gotten their times this low.
Yeah, another thing as well, both runners blue coin for the hundreds, not taking the risk without. Unless they're doing some fancy moves.
Well, yeah, most players will grab those blue coins and then do the slide skip there. Yeah. And anybody at this level, if you're going for a blue coin switch, is going to be going for the slide skip. Nobody's going to be going for ultra safe. Even if you do go for ultra safe, typically people will only grab like 1 blue coin, because if you have too many coins on the slide, it honestly makes it harder. Like, I think that grabbing the blue coin, even as a beginner, is almost riskier, because at the end you're just like trying to dodge the coins, and then if you don't dodge the coins, you spawn the star like a mile up the slide, and then you have to like jump kick up the slide backwards, and then people end up just falling off and dying, and it's not the greatest safety strat in the world. Kally just a couple seconds ahead, heading into BBH here. Opting to go for Secret of the Books first, while Cryptic is headed up to defeat King Boo, taking a little failed wall kick there, unfortunately, but not too huge of a deal. Can't have too many of those mistakes, though.
I forgot how much I love this stage.
This is a really good stage. There's a lot of like memeing about it and like being bad and stuff, but it's a really good stage. Very well put together. The only thing that I can really say about it, like from a casual, you know, gameplay perspective, is like you could probably defeat the Big Boo a few less times. You could have probably thought of a different idea for a star.
Yeah, what is it? 1, 2, 3, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 3 of them where you defeat the Big Boo and then you get a star, which I mean, it's Boo's haunt, so it makes sense, I guess. But
then you have the big eye.
yeah, they really mixed it up with the big eye. They were like, all right, we can't put another Boo, so we'll just make a really big eye, and it just never looks at you for some reason, even if you stand right in front of it. Only gonna grab Mips there, so no opening for Cryptic quite yet, but we are coming up on Plus, and it's just one of them, but it can be tricky sometimes, so we'll see if both players are able to clutch that out. Oh, really close to the center there. Cryptic taking a death on Plus.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that happens. It's not anything you can really beat yourself up over, and I think Cryptic's gonna brush it off. I mean, even that, you gotta just be like, alright, yeah, the bomb blew up in my face. I still got a solid, easy backup. And I like that. Going for the top of the pyramid star. A lot of people will end up going for Talon star, and they're like, oh, technically, it's faster if I do this, and I probably won't die, but it's a lot riskier. The time save for going for the Talon is not that big, in a race setting especially. I don't like it, but I see a lot of people going for it, and it mostly works out for them.
I mean, at least these guys, you know, aren't taking the wing cap.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the wing. But a 1-star lead for the first time here for Kally in this race, which a lot of people, you know, looking from the outside or the edge of the community end might be like, oh man, wow, it's crazy. Like, Kally's not further ahead, but oh my gosh.
Kryptic is just struggling with it.
Yeah, the quicksand pits are getting the better of him. But we'll see here. I have faith in Kryptic for sure, to just sort of brush these mistakes off. You know, it's really easy, especially if, you know, you're new to racing or something like that, to have 2 big deaths in SSL and just kind of give up. But I don't think Kryptic's going to have that mentality here, as Kally taking a burn, trying to get the big dive over the gap. But as I was saying before Kryptic took his 2nd death in SSL, I think a lot of people in the community will sleep on Kryptic typically. He has some really sick times. He's been around a long time. He puts a lot of hours in the game, knows his backups, does a lot of races.
Just doesn't know his interlacing.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it is 2023. Nobody should be dealing with interlacing in 2023 on capture cards. Just buy an upscaler, but that's just my opinion. I remember back when I actually used an analog capture card, there was no de-interlacing in OBS. It was just, you just had to like either deal with it or use Amarak or something. That's why a lot of people used Amarak initially, was the de-interlacing.
And I have no idea what you're talking about.
Back in the good old days, when you could just put a webcam at your TV and have just like a blaring PC fan in your microphone, and it was like average stream quality. Like, you're just like on par with everyone else, and now everybody's got like perfect game feed and a DSLR camera instead of a webcam, and like a $700 microphone with a like preamp, and it's just like, man, times have changed.
Yeah, I think I started in that era, not the old era. So
Nice. A lot of boost there from Kally though.
that was beautiful. And great pole movement as well.
Alright, so Kally wrapping up Lava Line with a 21-25. We'll see what Kryptic's exit is, but SSL taking a pretty hefty toll. About a 30, more like a 40-second time loss in SSL for Kryptic, so these 2 deaths really adding up, but we are still early in the run, heading into DDD. Probably not too big of issues there, but Fire C, always a big question mark, and then of course upstairs, and even Tippy. Scared to mention the name of Tippy right now, but
Nothing ever goes wrong in Tippy, it's fine.
yeah, no, we've never seen any racers have any problems with Tippy, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
So, Cryptic leaving Lethal Lava Land with a 22:13, which 48 seconds behind at this point.
I'm glad that you know how to do math because I already forgot the first number that I said. As we get some absolutely exhilarating swimming all the way to the sub here from Kally and some chests from Kryptic, I do want to remind everybody that it is a fresh new start for CCG here on YouTube. I think this is like the second fresh start we've had in like 2 years, so hopefully the last one. But it would greatly help out the channel if you haven't already to hit that subscribe button. Of course, it is free on YouTube. You don't have to pay anything, and you can also like the stream. It is pretty cool and epic and helps us out. Oh my gosh, Kally taking a slip on front sub there.
Oh!
Really good backup though, very fast. Immediately resetting up on the left side, not having any, you know, realignment woes, so that's nice.
Yeah, not only is the subscribe button here free, if you're thinking to yourself, well, hang on a minute, CCG, I want to give you my money. Why not give the money towards the runners by contributing to the community-funded prize pool for the 70-star Pro League using the Matcherino link in the chat?
That is true. Especially considering that you cannot even give money to us on YouTube. It's literally not possible.
So give money to the runners. $505.91 is the current prize pool.
That's a pretty nice prize pool. Like, even if the prize pool doesn't get any bigger throughout the rest of the league, which it probably will, like, that is pretty sick. For a community-funded tournament, that's pretty sick. I feel like a lot of SM64 tournaments are like, I don't know, taken for granted. Like, people are just like, oh yeah, we have a $1,000 prize pool. And it's like, people don't realize how crazy that is. Like, it's just like a $1,000 prize pool for playing Super Mario. Like, I don't know, it's pretty crazy. Not sponsored by anybody.
Well, I think it was it, because I did something with $150 in the prize pool, and that wasn't community funded. So to have 500 community funded is massive.
Yeah, it's very large. Kally here, I don't think he's going to make this cycle. It is just too tight. Maybe could get it with a triple jump, but yeah, no, just going to stand and wait. So that's actually a pretty large opening for Kryptic here. See if he's able to nail a lava boost cycle. That would be a pretty huge come up if Kryptic can manage it. But it is a pretty difficult cycle. Brushing up against the wall there a little bit. Going to be getting that red a little bit late. Oh, and going for the classic wall kicks there.
Love the wall kicks.
Ooh, yeah, so can still make early cycle, but lava boost cycle is definitely dead as Kally takes a bonk there at the end of Fire Sea. Oh, still goes for the lava boost. That was extremely ballsy from Kryptic.
I think that's going to have cost him as well.
No, I think he can still make it. Oh, yeah, it was very, very tight at that point. Not happy about that. Should have just taken the L and, I mean, it's not even a big L. Taking early cycle is still pretty decent. Unfortunately, not going to make up much time, if any, here over Kally. Just grabbing the key now. As long as Kryptic doesn't die here, it's all chill.
There's no chance of him dying here.
I don't know if I would say that. That's a risky move. Definitely possible.
Look, whenever I ever cursed any run.
Also, I hope that I am not extremely loud, by the way. Anybody in the chat can confirm. I watched back a couple of VODs that I was highlighting that I commentated, and I was just like, wow, I'm embarrassingly loud this whole time. Like, just like extremely way louder than the other commentator in the game. So if my audio mixing is ever off when I'm commentating, please let me know, because I cannot hear it. As Kryptic is not doing what I suggested, just brushing off the mistakes, and is in fact malding, unfortunately. So that's not what you like to see.
Oh, not even getting the re-grab either. It's just one thing after the other.
Yeah, and anybody who watches or runs Mario 64 will know that the second Fire Sea, or the second Bowser toss here in Fire Sea is definitely the one you don't want to miss, because it takes all that time of Bowser jumping back onto the stage, rocking the stage back and forth, before you can even grab his tail and throw him again. So, yeah, Cryptic falling even further behind, I would say at least, I don't know, minute 10, minute 20 behind is Kally going for the triple jump wall kick, ends up missing it, and double jump stall kick back up not working out either.
1 minute 7 seconds.
Okay. So it's 3 or 13 seconds off of actuality. That's pretty good.
People wonder who Kally's typing to. After every star, it's like he's sending a message to someone.
Is this chat?
No, it's not.
Should get a private investigator on this. Who is Kally typing to? Cryptic having some trouble here on the wet dry world 100 coin movement. Did skip over 1 coin already, so can't miss another coin or has to go for the backup box, which isn't a huge time loss, but in this situation you need to be saving every possible second over Kally, which is not easy to do.
And it makes you just play this stage so much more careful if you miss the early coin.
Yeah, but those managed to grab everything, so that's good.
Yeah, that's not too bad, actually.
Kind of making a few mistakes here. Very small mistakes, but they are mistakes. And, you know, it's not a really good position to be in that you have Cryptic in right now where he's got to rely on those small mistakes by a player like Kally. It's also not good to be relying on big mistakes from Kally, although they do happen. You know, Super Mario 64 is a very volatile speed game. Oh my gosh, that was a super ballsy rollout there. But, like I was saying, there's a ton of spaces and places where you can fall to your death. There's just huge open voids everywhere, and those open voids are kind of what make this game extremely interesting to watch in a race format compared to other games. Because anybody can just bonk and fall all the way down on TTC or Rainbow Ride or any other number of stages. Even when you play this game all the time, right? Like, some games it's like, okay, I've played this game so much that I'm just never gonna die. But I don't think anybody ever gets to that point with Mario 64.
No, because there's always something that goes wrong.
It's just really
Somewhere.
hard. It's really hard, and the penalty is often death, so... Kally here, making it look easy. Some very advanced camera movement there on the secret star.
Yeah, that was a lot of lag reduction there. I'm normally used to seeing that as a PowerPoint presentation.
Ooh. Okay.
46 seconds. Cryptic's closing the gap.
Really?
46 seconds. It was over a minute.
Is that real? You have to get the stats team on this.
So Kally left Wet Dry World on a 30-12, whereas Cryptic left Wet Dry World on a 30-58.
Interesting. Cryptic definitely keeping his head in the game here. Would have been pretty huge to nab something like that, early cycle Fire Sea, but what's done is done. We gotta move forward and onwards and upwards and all that stuff as Kally is moving on to Tall Mountain, which is probably the most, I don't know, possible to lose time in stage and upstairs.
It's the third easiest stage.
Perhaps.
Oh, we don't have that anymore, do we?
Yeah, 7TV has been broken on YouTube, as far as I know, for like months now, and nobody has any idea when it's coming back. Or if it's coming back. There's a pretty cool plugin in development called Truffle, which I'm hoping will come out pretty soon. Pretty excited for. Ludwig has a team working on it, and I trust Ludwig to make some pretty cool community content. Some 64 chess boxing, Gwen. Ooh. A little bit of slip and slide from Kally.
I'll have a slip and slide.
Not the end of the world. A little bit for Kryptic to, you know, capitalize on, but we're gonna need like at least one slip up from Kally. I think. I don't think that Kryptic's gonna make up all this ground just from better movement. It's certainly possible, but if you're on
Well,
Team
Kally
Kryptic,
definitely had better movement in THI because the gap has increased to over 50 seconds. But still a lot of a chance to be made up. Clean box there. A 2-star difference.
see an interesting comparison of reds here. Kally going for just a slightly more optimal red strat. We'll see if he goes for the side flip wall kick or if both of them do. Yeah, Kally busting out all the stops on reds there. That is some very complicated movement. Between the beginning movement with the speed kick, jump dives, and side flip wall kick at the end.
In regards to the red coin star, they both went in around the same time. They still both left similar-ish time, so it wasn't that much of a time save.
Yeah,
in comparison to how Kryptic
but for 1 star, Kryptic ended up going in earlier and leaving after Kally. So when you look at it that way, it's a little bit of a different story, right?
I thought they went in at the same time.
I think Kryptic was a little bit ahead. Can fact check with the power of YouTube. It is possible.
The power of YouTube!
Not when you say it like that, then it doesn't work.
With the power of YouTube.
It doesn't work like that either.
Oh. Right, let's look at the stats.
Yes, in fact, I was right. Kryptic did enter a little bit earlier. Checkmate. That's a pretty cool.
Darn, that's my career over.
That's a pretty cool feature in YouTube, though. If you check out the bottom of the screen, normally on Twitch you'd have to go down to videos and then find the VOD and then click on the VOD and then hopefully the VOD is caught up to the point you want to reel back to. But on YouTube you can just slide the timer back, watch whatever part you want, and then click on the live button. We'll go back to the live stream, which is pretty sick. Pretty cool feature, not gonna lie. YouTube kind of goated. Twitch users might want to get used to it.
Call the feature being used on YouTube rewind.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you're doing. True.
I'm sorry, that was just a terrible joke on my part.
Oh, YouTube rewind. Okay, sorry, I didn't get the joke.
It was that bad.
I don't know why the YouTube Rewind is like universally hated. I feel like it was like a pretty good idea. I never really watched it or cared about it because like I don't watch big creators, but I always thought it was weird that everyone hated it.
It was loved.
What? It was like always the most downvoted video ever. Like,
nah, there was one where it had
they literally stopped doing it because it was so unpopular.
Yeah, because like they had one great year, which is the one where it had Gangnam Style and the Fox in it as the songs. And then the year after that was kind of like okay-ish, and then the years after that it was just terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not always going to be a banger. I don't think it deserved the hate, but anyways,
I'm
Kally,
not saying it deserves the hate.
Kally already in the basement here as Cryptic, I believe, is falling a little bit further behind. Am I incorrect on that?
Currently, yes.
Just by about 20 seconds or so. So Cryptic falling apart a little bit, but we are headed into Tippy shortly, just after a little comfortable coffee break in HMC. Probably nothing going wrong in here, although we have seen a death or two happen in HMC on the channel before, even at this level, so...
It's a 55-second difference leaving Snowman's Land. Kally going back in for one final start, I believe just to be one final start. Yes. And 2 more stars for Kryptic. Nice and clean Christmas miracle.
That is HMC
Very nice.
for Kally.
Yeah, and again, another very nice Christmas miracle from Kryptic. Oh, it was clean.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good right now. Definitely holding it together, and it's all coming down to Tippy, like it often does. Kally, obviously, with a little bit of a buffer coming in here, but probably also has a little bit of nerves going on right now. I mean, has had, I think, at least one death in the last 2 races, at least. So we'll see how Rainbow Ride goes for him, and if he's able to hold it together through TTC as well, and just jamming out to that death. that is what he was looking for, apparently.
He was actually jamming out to Circles by Post Malone.
Oh, true.
Yeah, we have the inside scoop on what Kally listens to, guys.
Man, going for some very difficult strats, though, so I can definitely understand brushing off the fail there, but a little bit of an opening for Kryptic. I don't think we'll be going for Assless, but we'll see.
And it's still a 55-second difference. Heading into Tippy. With the death from Kally early on.
Yep.
That's going to close it to what, about 30 seconds maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. At the very beginning of Rainbow Ride's pretty quick, so somewhere around 30, 35 probably, but Kryptic does have to nail this trick. Which it looks like we're going to. See what the ending looks like as Kally knocks out a pretty clean reds. Solid bread and butter For Kryptic, nothing too crazy on that Lakitu bounce. Just a 1-star lead. Reds is a pretty long star, but it is just 1 star. One single death in Tippy and a clean one from Kryptic would tie this race up. Oh my goodness, that rollout was terrifying. Nice reds from Kryptic
on the edge of a seat.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those races where, you know, we're not just hyping it up as the commentary booth. We're not just saying, oh yeah, nothing's ever over. We have Tippy, like, one of the players is like 7 stars behind, and it's like,
But we like to say it when that happens. Just, you know, give the player that's 7 stars behind, you know, a bit of hope.
Yeah, we gotta give some false promises. Kally there had a really solid rainbow ride outside of that one death. Nailed Assless, got a fast reds, good tricky triangles. Aside from that, you know, little rollout at the end, and then a really solid swinging in the breeze as well, going for some pretty advanced strats there. So, gonna be very hard for Kryptic to save any time over that, even with the death. But I think he will save a little bit as long as we get this swinging in the breeze. Something has to happen here in TTC for Kally. Either that or, you know, there always is Bowser throws and Sky, and that's one of the most interesting parts about Super Mario 64 speedrunning racing is literally anything can happen at the very end of the race. You know, everything matters up till that point, but even till the end of the race, there's no part where it's like, oh, this person is gonna win. We're just sitting around for the last 4 minutes while like some cutscene plays. like everything is high octane, high difficulty. Kryptic unfortunately having some issues here. Gonna skip over the safety red, which is a little bit of a risky play, but I think a pretty decent one.
I can believe it.
It's never a good feeling when you're behind someone in a race and you're not going for the fast rest, right? You're just thinking, all right, I'm hoping that my opponent makes a mistake. And then it's like, well, they didn't make a mistake, so I had no chance. So I definitely respect that decision from Kryptic.
Yeah, and so the time difference coming out of Rainbow Ride, 45 seconds in the end. Between the two runs.
Yeah, so, I mean, that just shows just how fast Kally's strats were in there, right? Because he took a death early and still managed to not lose too much time.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Now, moving bars from Kally as well. Very cool stuff. Not a lot of people will do that. I think the only person I can think of off the top of my head that I know that does moving bars is Aleph.
Well, I don't even want to get started on Aleph.
True.
Shocks me every time.
The routing from Aleph is definitely pretty shocking sometimes. It's very smart though. Don't get me wrong. It's not like he's going for some like dumb movement or something like that. Like he goes for very calculated thought out and smart routing.
Yeah, Kryptic just having an absolute meltdown for this next star in TTC.
Yeah, unfortunately, and it's basically the opposite of what needed to happen for Kryptic, right? We needed to see Kally make a few mistakes and Kryptic play like almost flawlessly, and instead we see Kally just nailing everything and Kryptic not quite making it happen. Not believing in himself, but it is really happening, Kryptic. It is happening. Believe me.
But you know what? He's got a smile on his face, so you know, at least we know he's having fun in some way. Whether he's having fun because he's glad to be here or having fun because he's in map. One of those.
True. So, 69 stars for Kally. Based Toad first enjoyer. I like it. I'm impressed with it.
Gonna be unfollowing Kally. No.
Did we forget what star we were on? I'm confused. I think Kally has made a mental error here.
I think he knows what he's doing.
I mean, this is like the backup red strat, so I don't think his plan was out the gate going for the backup red strat. I think he just went into TTC 100 mode here, as Kryptic is catching up a little bit. I mean, it's definitely not in Kryptic's court yet, but that definitely helps out quite a bit. It's all going to come down to Sky. Can Kally close it out with a clean Sky, some clean throws?
Still no 47 though.
Yeah, that's okay. That just means that the next time Kally's in a CCG race, we're gonna be like, oh man, Kally's got a 4803. And that means that that number is very close to 47. Which is pretty epic. 47 is super cool. Like, a 47 in this game is so hard to achieve.
Oh no, it is.
Oh, everything about that was terrifying.
Moving left. Nailed it!
Yeah, going for some safe and consistent strats, not anything too crazy, not moving right side. And we are into the final pipe as Kryptic has grabbed the Toad Star, so Kally will have to have an absolute meltdown here for Kryptic to win. I think we're going to be able to call it for Kally, but let's see. Will he knock out the 3 throws?
Never know, Power could go out in Kally's hands.
True.
Accidentally dislodges the cartridge. 2 for 2 on throws though.
I mean, luckily, in the history of CCP, Kally knocked him out of the park here, going to grab an aim mid 49. But if something like that ever happens, we generally have pretty good sports on the channel who basically are like, hey, can we just rematch it? Like, I don't want to win because my opponent was 2 minutes ahead and then, you know, had a cart tilt in the sky or something like that. So that's nice. Everybody in the community has so far been pretty good sports about that sort of thing. Because speedrunning is a very unique situation, right? Where 2 people playing on independent hardware, and it is your own responsibility, and you know, players can just take the win, of course, but either way, GG's to Kally, finishing things off. 49-35 in a race is pretty sick.
Not bad at all. And now we have Kryptic coming in for throws.
Yeah, on pace for a high 50 here.
Nice throw, nice throw. Shame on the re-grab, but it's okay because the second throw is not going to hit.
Might kill the 50 here, maybe it to still squeeze it out, but it's going to be extremely close now, probably not doable. Bowser does have to tell you his whole life story before he dies, but last 2 throws are solid and on point. I'm gonna have to agree with the chat, that was a pretty solid race.
That was, yeah.
Like I was saying in, you know, Tippy, it's not like we're trying to hype this one up, like this is actually a close race.
And there we go, 51.06.
Yep, level 51. Very cool.
Well, and with that, that race is concluded. Kryptic, how you feeling?
A lot of silly mistakes, but I'll get over it. It is what it is.
I think it's a good warm-up for your next one. You're going to have the next one in the bag, I'm sure of it.
Hopefully. I mean, Kally gave me a lot of chances to catch up, and I just, you know, my diaper was just full after that, so I just couldn't do anything.
Oh
I don't think I've ever heard that turn of phrase before.
You obviously have not watched Kryptic stream very much.
No, I think, yeah, no, I don't normally, yeah. I do, but I don't. Normally muted because I just watch Mario, don't listen.
Yeah, I normally mute Kryptic too, not gonna lie. Kappa. Okay, anyways, Kally. Sub 50, pretty cool. So epic.
Yeah. Oh, my mic's fallen. All right.
It looked like you had fallen.
It's relative.
You gotta get comfy for interview time. It's important.
Yeah. It's a little hot in here. But yeah, we're good.
Speed running.
Speed run.
So cool.
Yes.
Speed running.
But on a serious note, like, how you feeling? You've won the matchup.
I'm like 4-0 now.
You actually, hang on.
Does that guarantee me to be the thing?
I don't actually know.
5-0.
I haven't thought that much about
Or wait,
it.
I
don't think so,
wait,
though.
I don't even
I think
know
so.
how shit works. I'm gonna be
The,
honest.
the top 4 of each group advances, so I don't think it's possible for. Yeah, I think you're probably good. Maybe, I don't know.
Let's go.
Wait, is
Look,
this your fourth win or your first?
Well, Scyther didn't show. I'm taking that
True.
W.
Oh, let's
Sorry.
go.
Yo.
Honestly, I respect it as a tournament organizer. Almost everybody just is like, yeah, let's reschedule. At some point, people gotta start taking L's when they don't show up to races. So
Do you know what the best bit is, Kally? We were literally just talking about how we got a load of good sports on here, and if something like this was to happen, we're normally like,
Well,
yeah, we'll reschedule.
okay. There's a difference between you're ahead and you cart tilt in a Bowser fight, and you just don't show up. There's a
Yes,
difference.
that's way different. Yeah.
But
All right.
You know what would be
yeah.
really funny if Scyther showed up in chat right now.
He's
Yeah,
awake now.
I mean,
He was napping.
Oh, really? Did you get a response?
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
Like halfway through the race.
That's who you were messaging.
F.
Oh no, I was messaging a lot of people.
Kally's just blogging during the race.
Yeah, Kryptic.
Yeah.
I hate to throw it
No.
down on you, but after every star Kally gets, Kally's typing a message to someone.
Yeah, Kally's just like
Classic.
writing.
That's what
Twitter
I do when I
posts.
stream.
He freaking tweeted while mid-race last time.
I literally was like, I'm currently doing a race and I'm in the intro, and then I replied to it on such a. Wait, I can't say that. If you care, you can look.
I don't know. I think that every SM64 speedrunner uses Twitter or Discord during star cutscenes at some point in their career.
Wait,
I
really?
had to flip my phone upside down at one point because I just kept looking at it. Like in Wet Dry World, because like I went in and then I was like, I don't know what star I'm doing. Oh, I'm doing 100 coin. Oh, not that 100 coin.
Yeah, I can get bad sometimes. Sometimes I just have to like turn off my other monitors and just like put myself on like probation from Twitter. But yeah, Super Mario 64 speedrunning is cool. If you don't already follow the channel or subscribe or whatever is on YouTube, you should do that because that's pretty cool. We're gonna host a lot of cool events coming up for Super Mario 64, Mario Odyssey, and like 7 trillion other speed games. So definitely do that. And we have Cryptic versus Madware coming up in 15 minutes or so. Don't go anywhere.
So
we love-
Kryptic, clear out that diaper.
Good luck.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
Wait, what did Watt say?
Anyways, bye.
Bye, bye, bye.